Hello friends, Music Man here, stupid with money. Many years I was stupid with money. And finally, about my late 30s, I started to get a clue. And this is number 9 for building wealth. If you're going to build wealth, we're going to talk about the type of person that you have to be. And so here it goes. It gets kind of personal this time. Coming at you. If you're going to build wealth, you've got to be a practically minded person. In other words, you're not the type of person that goes, oh, the tires are almost worn out on my car. Time to buy a new car. Instead, you look at it and go, well, if I put new tires on my car, that's going to be about $500. If I go out and buy a car that's as nice as the car I'm driving right now, that would cost me $15,000. And so a lot of times people do things that cost them dearly and takes money from their investments because they're not satisfied with what they have. You can call it contentment. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but basically they are spendthrifts, or they don't have really control up here. They're thinking always about the thrill of something new, something exciting. So this battle is going on in their mind. And they're thinking, it sure be nice to have a new truck, yet they have a perfectly good Toyota Tundra sitting in the driveway. There's nothing wrong with it. The tires are getting a little thin and it needs rear struts. They start thinking, I need to get rid of that truck. I need to get a better truck. When really the truth is that there's nothing really wrong with that truck at all. It would cost probably about $700 to $1,000 to fix it. And it would cost $15,000 to replace it to get a truck of equal quality and value. So I call this being practically minded. New TV sets are coming out that are ultimate high definition. And you only have a TV that's still in excellent condition and it's working fine. But it only puts out 180p. It doesn't put out ultimate high definition. Well, the practically minded person would say, there's not a lot of things in ultimate high definition right now. And there's not. There's not a whole lot that you watch in ultimate high definition or that you would even notice. Or even that your eyeballs could detect the difference between 180p and high definition. But for some people, they got to have that new TV. It's time. It's time for a new TV. Your furniture is just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's getting just a little bit dated. It's still comfortable. It's not sagging or it's not torn or ripped. It's fine. But you start thinking about it might be time to get some new furniture. And it's just not needed. And so if you're going to build wealth, you've got to have that mindset that what I have right now I am satisfied with. What I'm driving right now is in good condition. It's just fine. It might need a repair. It might actually have even a smallest thing that bothers you. On my Toyota Sienna van, its tire sensor light comes on just in the morning when the tires are cold, and then when I drive it during the day, the light goes off. Now, for some people, that's a deal breaker right there. They need to go out and buy themselves a new car because the van has that light come on and it bugs them. Where if you're practical, who cares? So a light flashes on the dash that says your tires pressure is a little low. When it's supposed to not go off until it's 20% low, it goes off when it's just they're cold in the morning. And you check the tires and they're right at pressure. And so that's the difference right there. That is what costs someone a lot of money and will cause them to not be able to save very much and be in retirement and living a very, very frugal life on Social Security and maybe some small little bit that they saved. But if you're going to be wealthy, you got to be able to see through the maze and basically understand that I am going to stick with what I have until there's appropriate time to replace it. I've even known people to go in and a kitchen is completely redone in a house that they bought. This is not a made up story. They beat the counters out, take a white refrigerator that's perfectly brand new and fine, and put a stainless steel refrigerator in there, and completely tear up a brand new floor that was just laid to put the type of tiles that they like. Unless they've got money that I don't know about, people like that are never going to build wealth. You're actually dissipating wealth by doing such foolish things. Anyway, food for thought. You got to win the battle here, in the mind. You got to have a practical mind and think, you know what, I'm going to drive this car until it's the end of that bathtub, the Weeble curve. It's probably here right now, so I'm going to drive it until it really starts mounting up with problems, and that's when it's probably time to replace it. But that could be 4 or 5 years by the time that would happen. And you can save up quite a bit of money, and there you go. Anyway, I hope this helps. Take care. Bye.